Okay. Hi, Chloe. So, Chloe, tell us where we are and what's going on here today.
So we're in a mainly clothing shop in one of the districts where we're supporting with winter vouchers. And so as you can see, it's quite busy here today. People are here using their winter electronic vouchers, which look like a debit card. And they're choosing blankets, floor coverings, clothing that they want to support themselves in winter. There are also stoves behind you, so people are able to buy those.
Cool. That's Cosimo.
Cosimo and Ali.
Yeah, some of our friends.
Modelling the stove. Oh, and here's some more stock coming in. We'll just move out of the way of that.
Do we know what this is?
It looks like floor coverings. Or some kind of bedspread.
Okay.
So basically we've been, over the last 2 weeks, distributing electronic vouchers which are funded through the government of the United States and the International Organization for Migration.
Okay.
And people this week have started to use those vouchers to buy the things they need for winter.
Would we call those vouchers the modern day care package?
I think you could call them that. Whereas we used to distribute a lot of what we call in-kind assistance, where we are buying in bulk things like winter clothes, blankets, mattresses. Now we find it much more cost-effective and much more efficient and dignified for the refugee population to give them a card with a certain amount of money, which is calculated based on what we think they would need for the winter, based on the size of their family and the situation they're living in. And then they can make those decisions for themselves. So one family might really need clothing, another family might really need blankets. This way we can tailor they can tailor their own choices to their own needs. It's more empowering and more dignified for them, and also we don't waste things that aren't needed by one family but might be needed by another.
Okay. What are some of the main items that people are purchasing here?
So as you can see in the queue here, people are mainly buying in this particular shop winter clothing. Winter sweaters or coats, in some cases shoes, warm socks. You can see a lot of coats and blankets in the queue. And they can also buy here and across the road. There are a lot of bedding. A lot of people in this area are sleeping just on concrete floors. They might have very thin mattresses and that's all that they have. So whereas in summer that wasn't a big problem, in winter it becomes a huge problem in terms of keeping themselves warm and protected from health risks. So these are the kind of things that people are buying. Also stoves to actually keep the air temperature in the house as warm as it needs to be.
About how cold is it getting here at night these days?
Just in the last week or so, the temperatures have started to drop. At night now it's down to freezing. But over the next few weeks, January, February are the coldest time of year. That's why it was really important for us to get these vouchers out as soon as we could. And this week we'll finish those distributions. So in January, February time, it might get down to kind of -5, -7 in the night time. In Celsius, sorry, I'm not sure what that is.
Someone's asking if all the people here are Syrian.
The vast majority of people in this shop at the moment are Syrian and using our vouchers. The shop staff are Turkish, and there are some local Turkish community members that are also doing their shopping, but right now, because of its peak winter voucher time, most of these people are Syrian.
Cool. All right, I'm just going to take a peek over here to the queue and see what people are buying. How many people are we reaching with the vouchers?
So we have, we're targeting with this project around 1,350 to 1,400 families. And there's an average family size of 6 in this area, so we're looking at somewhere around 8,000 people.
Someone's asking how are people vetted to receive vouchers?
So we have 2 different voucher programs actually. One is working kind of like a social welfare system where people receive monthly assistance through their card. It's topped up every month to help them buy things they need for their basic needs like food, hygiene items, household items. For that, people go through a fairly complicated process like you might in the United States in order to receive welfare assistance. So not all families qualify. Whereas for the winter support, basically all families need some kind of support. So the way that the winter project works is every family is receiving something, but the amount amount varies depending on someone's housing condition. So some people are living in apartments or houses that are meant to be lived in, whether they're in a state of disrepair or not. Some people are living basically in abandoned shops or building sites. Or tents even. It really varies a lot. So depending on the type of housing that they're living in, and also on whether they have a functioning heating source, that determines the package of assistance that they receive, and it's also tailored based on the number of people in the family, up to a maximum where it's capped.
Okay, great. And if people want to help, they can go to care.org to donate. We actually have a page for the Syrian refugee crisis that goes to help programs like this, helping people get ready for the winter. All right. Whoops. I'm trying to